happens. We start talking, and then all of a sudden, we're late.
Don't panic.
Don't panic. Everything's okay. The Tom London Show is brought to you by Suzuki Kyalami, the home of happy customers.
Happy customers.
Happy ones. Take chappies. Hello. Welcome to the show. It's a Tuesday afternoon in the fabulous suburbs of Johannesburg, South Africa. As we look outside our windows and see the sun shining. What an unusual thing for wintertime if you're from the northern climes. And it's a beautiful day in Johannesburg today. What's it like in Sodwana Bay? Tanya Curry from Acumen Media.
It's me, and it's beautiful.
Is it nice?
Gorgeous. Yeah, gorgeous. You want to see?
Can you imagine if the Europeans could buy weather? Imagine. Oh, look at you.
That's it.
That's
right.
I'm coming there next week. Next week, Wednesday, I'm flying to Richards Bay. And then we drive into Sodwana Bay. And I'm going to spend a week after 6 years of begging or threatening and all sorts of things. I'm going. I've been begging to go for 6 years, and now finally she said I could come.
I've been begging you, and there goes Starlink.
So we'll spend an hour chatting with our friends this afternoon. Just a reminder, if you're watching, or a teaser, later on tonight, in fact, at 6 o'clock, we've got a new case that we're going to be monitoring. So if you want to monitor a case, we got one. The family are only available to chat at 6 p.m. tonight. So we'll do a special live broadcast at 6 o'clock where we chat to the family of this gent that we need your eyes on and we need people to care about so that we can get him the attention he needs. That's at 6 o'clock tonight. But for the next 56 minutes or thereabouts, we'll chat between ourselves, and the comment section down below the video becomes incredibly important because we'll read your comments and we'll bounce them backwards and forwards and upwards and downwards and leftwards and rightwards. And we may even open the telephone lines. Yes?
Can you hear me?
Thank you very much.
Yes. Right, to the comments we go. Helen Mittwoch says, hello everyone. Oh, I had lunch with Helen and Tinky Pringle on
yes,
Sunday. They are reprobates. Everyone knows them when they walk into the restaurant there. The red carpet comes out. They're like VIP reprobate.
Are they dysfunctional?
The gin and tonics come out. Well, it all comes out. We had a little party on Sunday.
I saw that. I was a little bit jelly.
It was fantastic.
I was a little bit jealous.
We skinned and we spoke about so many different things, and we went yak 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 the whole afternoon. It was fantastic. And then somebody commented later on, "Hey Tom, no men in that photograph except you. Did you like?" Yes, the more women, the better the conversation, and that just proved it for me. Because if there was a guy there, he would have ruined it. It's rugby talk or something. Now, did you see how Van Schalkwyk did on the try on Saturday night? No.
You're definitely a girl's man, Tommy. You're a girl's man.
So Helen, and Tinky Pringle, we had a wonderful time and good food. And just good conversation and great. Margaret Guyder says, hello everybody. Una Guyder, part of the Guyder family, the well-known worldwide Guyder clan.
I wonder who's the mom and who's the daughter.
Oh, I can never remember. One of them is and one of them isn't. One of them is and one of them isn't. They're both Guyders.
Teasing.
I think Margaret's the mom. I'm only joking.
No.
Is it the other way around? Did I get it wrong? No, I didn't get it wrong. Alistair Jameson is watching from a queue in a hospital.
Oh,
no. Boo.
That is boo.
That is boo. Alistair's getting his meds. Gail Mortensen says, how's it, everybody? Happy vibrations. Let the good times roll. We're going to have some fun today. Glynis, My goodness. Glynis Juanita Kimberly Holiday says, hello.
Wow.
It took longer to say Glynis's name than hello, than the message. Anita, number 1, says, hello, my dysfunctional family. Here we go. Here we go. Janine Aspden says, hi, all, coming close to my valley. Okay, is that close?
Ooh.
Is Sedona close to your valley?
Janine Aston.
Aspiden.
Aspiden.
Take 2 Aspiden and call me in the morning. Moira Ann Blade says, hello, everybody. Corin Atwell says, good morning from Houston, Texas. 8 a.m. here. Dun, dun,
Wow.
dun, 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 dun.
Are they seeing Trump? Are they seeing Cyril today?
Dun, 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 dun. Houston, we have a president coming your general direction. You see. I said I wasn't going to say anything. I said I wasn't going to say anything. And just before we went on air, Tonya and I were talking about this whole thing, furious conversation. And I said, I'm not going to say anything about our president's visit to the United States of America. Nothing. And now look what Karen has done.
Yeah.
Or Karen, I'm not sure. Good morning from Houston, Texas, 8 a.m. here. Oh, man. And then you took it to Ramaphosa and the visits.
And it's done.
Some have said it's the roast of Ramaphosa.
No, I hope not.
Thank you very much.
Off to the roast of Ramaphosa.
Oh, no. I really hope not.
We don't know. Even if the American president does nothing, that will still be a surprise. It will be, Donald Trump surprisingly did not shout at Cyril Ramaphosa.
But, I mean, he had another masterstroke. He's taken Steenhuisen with him, hasn't he?
Well, you see, that's last week. You and I were arguing about what secret weapon he had, and you were saying, well, it's Zelensky and Putin, and I was like,
He's got them.
womp, womp, womp. No, it's not. It's not those two. They was you can phone them. And then it turned out his secret weapon was a warthog. It was a hey, Walter Freedom Park. The secret weapon was a Diego GNU. It was a GNU. The secret
They're
weapon
not even in the GNU.
It was a GNU. John Steenhuisen got on that. I think he got on the plane with him. I think he got on the plane and they flew.
You know what, Tommy?
They flew off together.
It's South Africa's a mood.
Yeah, it's a fantastic place, this. But you don't know what's going to happen from one day to the next. And off the president and the Minister of Agriculture, John Steenhuisen.
The Minister of Agriculture and leader of the opposition Democratic Alliance.
Although in bed together, yes, slash.
But not part of the GNU.
Not really. But maybe. And they're going to go sit there. And they're going to go.
Try being on my side of the street. Like, try being a news analyst, a media analyst, and you have to look at this and you think like, that's got to be fake news. That's fake news, isn't it? And then you're like, no, it's not. How can that not be fake news?
It's very clever. It's very, very clever.
Super clever.
Very clever, because the whole thing that's been pushed out in the media in the US is genocide. And so there's the Minister of Agriculture. He's a white guy, and
he's a white.
And he's going to say that no, look, everything's all right. And I think it's a very, very clever, very clever. Very clever. Whether it makes a difference to the American president or not is another question, because he just might have his script ready, and no matter what you say, he gonna say his piece. Anyway, man. I see News 24 were reporting on the president arriving in Washington, I guess. The plane stopped halfway for petrol because our plane. No, that's not a joke. It's the truth. They stopped at Gran Canaria Islands or something. It's halfway through.
Oh, I thought you meant on the runway.
No. They took off from probably the Air Force Base in Pretoria there. And then,
of course, they have to stop. They have to do a pit stop.
We got a little plane, our South African. It's a Boeing BBJ, Boeing business jet, which is like a FlySafair 737, basically, with nicer seats and a bed.
for those of us who know anything about planes.
Yeah, so the president's got the same kind of plane that you fly on when you go on Fly Safair down to Cape Town.
Okay.
Yeah, that's the size of our
All
president's plane. The Swazi King has got the same size plane as the one you fly to London on. You want to be the Swazi King if you're into airplanes.
No, you want to be Donald Trump when you get palaces from the sky.
Also true. Anyway, so off they go. The whole of South Africa, like this could be bigger than the roast of Helen Ziller.
No, that's a bad analogy because that was really bad.
Your microphone is rattling against your necklace. The mic?
Hey.
Yeah, if you could just... Oh, you're going to remove the necklace?
Anything for you, Tony.
Let's go to America then.
Wait. No, you know what it was? It wasn't actually my necklace. I was biting my nails like this.
No. I've been monitoring it. It's the microphone. Yeah. Anyway.
Okay.
It's okay.
Is that better?
Yeah, as long as it doesn't touch the necklace part.
Don't move.
Yeah.
I won't move.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's impossible. How are you not going to move? All right.
We'll be fine.
Okay, hold on. Let's go back to the comments to see what's going on. Oh, no. Are you okay, Alistair? Alistair's fine, man. He's gone to get his balls. Patrick Holcomb says hello. Nikki Hart says happy Tuesday. I haven't been very happy today, actually. I've been a bit grumpy today.
Same.
Tanya as well. We've both been in cuck moods. Okay, well, 3 o'clock, we'll turn that around. Hope you're okay, Alistair. He's all right. Sheila Momsen says, hi, Tom and Tanya. Heather Nickelbein says, hello, Dysfunctional. So happy to see you all. The week has been long. Marlene Falkenberg has joined us.
Yeah.
How is Alistair, says Patricia. Oh, he's gone in for a bleaching. Let's just tell everybody, the cat's out the bag. He didn't want us to say. He wanted us to say he went in for his pills, but actually he's gone in for a specific body part bleaching. He's gone for a bleach.
Stop it.
He told me he's always wanted a bleach, and now he's gone in for one. Okay, Alistair's fine. He just went for his pills. If anybody
remember he had his tooth problem. That's what people are asking about.
Teeth. Oh no, I'm sure he had. I think. Well, he must tell us. But no, this is. Listen, he's gone in for his pills, his balls. I promise you, there's no truth to the rumor that he's gone in for a bleach. I promise. He went in for his pills.
I don't even want to ask what a bleach is.
I don't know. I can't. He never said it. Don't worry. He never said he's always. Forget it. Scrap it. Promise you, nothing. Thanks for pronouncing my name right, says Helen. So Helen's let me pronounce her name incorrectly the whole time we've been doing the Tom London show. And then after we had lunch on Sunday, she sent me a message to say I've been pronouncing her name wrong all this time.
Is it Knickelbein?
It's Mittwoch.
What?
Not Mittwoch that I've been saying. It's Mittwoch.
Oh,
it's
Mittwoch.
German. I did not know that she was German.
Well, that's kind of her to let you mispronounce her name all this time.
That was very kind of her. Mittwoch. Get it right.
Mittwoch.
Yeah. Nikki Hart says, Tanya, I had to try Temu. I ordered some jerseys.
Oh, no.
I will give you some feedback. Maybe I'll try them on for you. We could do a video chat. Ooh.
Oh, that sounded a bit weird.
No, I like the sound of that. Nikki. Hey, Nikki. Nikki, you talk to me. Don't worry about Tanya. You negotiate with me on. You talk to me on this one. I like this idea. I think we should do fashion shows on the
show.
Yeah, we're going to a fashion show on the Tom London show, and then people who watch can parade the outfit.
That's okay. I think that's actually a cool idea. As long as it's not like
She'll try them all on for us. Ooh.
I'm in.
I'm in.
Only if you are.
I'm in. I'm in for that. I'm in for that. We can play strip poker.
terrible. Thank God Alice is not on the show.
Oh, he would be egging me along. I'm fine. I'm just fetching my meds for the month. Liar! 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 He said he wanted a bleaching.
Poor Al, you're so mean.
Hi, Alistair. Hope you're okay. Missing your absence. I'm in pain, but I'm fine. Oh, sorry. You see, we don't know what happened. What did they do to his
I know,
his mouth?
because I'm a good friend.
They pulled 2 teeth out.
Oh, you also know.
Oh, yeah, of course I am also a good friend. What did you imply when you said you were a good friend?
And another 2 to go.
Oh, is it?
So, yeah.
Why is he in pain though? From having a tooth pulled out?
Because they pulled the teeth out,
That's not
man.
so, man.
Easy.
That you're a baby if you're worried about pain. There are people who are trying to breathe with no ribs right now. Somewhere
There's
in the
some
world.
of us with necrosis.
Some with necrotic, this, that. He's worried about his teeth. Got two teeth.
Take a teaspoon of cement.
Take a
Alistair.
teaspoon of cement, China, and toughen up, eh? You got to be strong if you want to live in America. He didn't say that either. Oh, man.
Thank you very much.
Got my first Temu order today,
goodness.
Tom. Attention, Temu.
Oh, no,
Hashtag
you see,
ask Temu, right? I had no idea just talking about that Chinese shop that they would people would go and shop there just because I spoke about it. Now look what's happened. People are buying Temu.
You should have been on commission.
I should be on a com.
Like they really, well, you should get a free spin of the wheel at least.
Or at least those satin finished ear surgery implements that I've got my heart set on. That and a few other new things that I discovered. I think I need an e-scooter in my life. An electric e-scooter.
I'm scared. Very scared.
Una Guida says tomorrow's meeting with Uncle Cyril will certainly be interesting. Anita wants to know how your toes are.
Oh, my Anita, you know what? It was bigger than a toe. It ended up being autoimmune disease, but it's fixed now. They gave me the right meds. That's why I was away for so long. And the toe's on the mend. It's still sore. Sore than 2 teeth being pulled, I'll let you know.
Exactly. Wow, it's that sore.
But I'm on the mend and happy days. Don't worry. I'm good.
There we go. I covered Billy, but he still decided he wants to chirp in the corner. I covered him. Helen says, I hope they show that meeting tomorrow. Yeah, that's like the latest episode.
They will.
Episode of The Apprentice. This Friday, what is it, Wednesday, hey? This Wednesday on WNBC, the latest episode of The Apprentice, starring Donald J. Trump and President Cyril Ramaphosa. Co-starring John Steenhuisen, here for the Watts.
For the
That was funny. Someone should pay me for a gag like that. That was comedy gold.
Here for the what?
Yeah, I'm seriously thinking about becoming a stand-up comedian.
I'd be there, Tommy. I'd be there.
And then I was thinking about it coming back from the airport because I was in an Uber and I was making the Uber driver laugh, and he laughed all the way back from OR Tambo to my house. And he said to me, "You are very, very funny," he said. And I thought, maybe I've got a market that I didn't know about. And then remember they did a comedy night called Blacks Only some years ago, and everyone got all upset about it. Why can't? Oh, really?
Yeah, of course I went.
Oh, I thought it meant
really
you weren't
Blacks
allowed.
Only.
But I'm thinking of having a comedy night where I do comedy, stand-up comedy for black people, and I mean it, blacks only, like no whites at the door. I'm serious. I'm damn serious. I think it can work.
I agree. I think it'd be a scream. For the what?
The what? Janine Aspinen says, my valley is Vryheid. Welcome to Natal, the best province.
Oh, wow.
I gotta tell you, I'm going to be honest. I have had a lot of experience when it comes to Gauteng, Western Cape, KZN, and then I've been to other parts of the country. I've traveled a lot of South Africa, but
And what about Cape Town?
Cape Town. I lived in Stellenbosch. I was in Cape Town all the time.
Yes.
I know that place very, very well, and I know the coast quite well. But I was away from the coast for about 10 years. I didn't go. And then a few years back, I went down to the coast. And I was expecting it all to just look moldy and rotten and stuff and falling apart. What do you mean? Because that's what the newspapers say. They say KZN's molded and rotten and some of it got washed into the sea. That's what the media... what do you call them? The...
mainstream. You were going to say legacy, but it's mainstream. It's still mainstream. It's still mainstream.
That's what they say. So, and then I went there and I was like really impressed. Yeah, there's some areas in Durban CBD that look a bit like Joburg CBD.
Okay, it's the CBD.
But
what do you want?
Durban is pretty. It really is. Durban is pretty.
So pretty, right?
And the North Coast is stunning. I mean, Ballito and Umhloti. Just stunning, world class.
Stunning. Wait till you
class.
go even further north, like Salt Rock. It's like, wow, it just knocks you bandy. Yeah. The trees, my goodness, the trees.
I know. So
yay! Are you becoming a KZN fan?
Yeah, I am. I think KZN is underrated.
Wait till I'm finished with you, boy.
I think KZN is underrated.
It is.
Underrated. Very underrated province in South Africa.
Don't tell anyone. Don't tell anyone, please.
Anyway.
They'll all come here.
Hi, Tom. You're a lovely nutter.
You went to meet... Yeah? Sorry.
I went to
meet your daddy, didn't you?
Yeah, I went to a restaurant in Ballito. The last time I've been to Ballito, 30 years ago, with a girlfriend and her family, her mom and dad. And we all tracked down to Ballito when I was 18 or so. And so it was interesting to drive into Ballito and see a big shopping center and a Baldwin property development that looked like Amsterdam in Olivedale. 600 flats. I was like, wow, the coast has changed.
That's why they all fall into the sea.
Well, the other problem is, like, I don't think the sewage system was built for all these new. So you do take your life into your hands when you go swim in the tidal pool, which I did. I did, and some of my friends on Facebook told me that I was very bad for doing that I could have picked up 1,000 different diseases.
Nah, it's all salt. There's salt, lots of salt.
And I discovered the tidal pool is the place for me.
Okay. Well, we've got a rock pool. It's a similar concept. You're going to be fine.
Fantastic. I always worry about the backwash. Let me be honest.
Oh, okay.
I worry because the swimming I do is outside here in a little swimming pool, right? And the most I swim is 2 meters backwards and 2 meters forwards, and I go, oh, that's wonderful. Now the Valis come down to the coast, and they jump in the ocean, and the next thing, a backwash takes them 200 meters out into the ocean. And that's me. I'm done. I've been finished and klar. I won't come back. They'll be picking me up in a bucky the next day somewhere up the coast.
But it is scary, Tom. Like, we have riptides are very scary. And kids die here.
That's why I went to where all the other kids are, the little children that can't swim. I was in that pool.
That's perfect, mate.
I was like sitting on those shots that look like I'm standing in the ocean. That's me sitting on my ass in the rock pool, waving.
We're gonna do the same thing because remember, like, I can't take proper swimming.
That's
so
right.
You and I are gonna be sitting in those tidal pools.
Helen says Tiana has also had a meeting with people. There we go. Has already had a meeting with people. Alistair Jameson says Ramaphosa will arrive in his tracksuit and JD will start a fight with him. No, that won't happen.
Never.
I don't think well,
Not
JD
in a
might. He might start a
million
fight with him, but Ramaphosa won't be in a
agree.
tracksuit, I don't think. Steenhuisen, Ramaphosa, and Rob Hersov all on the same flight. Rob Hersov was on that flight?
Rob
No.
Hersov? No.
What? That's like a swear word to Tanya
No.
Curry. You used the R word. Oh,
Rob wrote a
Thank you very much.
scathing letter about Ramaphosa yesterday, man. What are you talking about? Fake
That's
news.
Nikki. Nikki said that. I didn't say that. Nikki Hart. It's all her fault.
Wait,
She
let me
said
just
it.
check this. Is it the beginning of a joke, maybe?
Tanya's going to find out if Nikki Hart is just pressing the R button. You say R, the R word, Tanya Curry. She jolts upright in her seat. Hello,
Googling.
everybody from a cooler PE, says Rita Volman. Let's see what tomorrow's meeting brings. Yeah, we're all waiting. Nobody knows.
Oh, wait.
Hold on. You may have to apologize to Nikki Hart.
Thank you very much.
No, I don't.
Oh, you don't have
I
to.
don't.
Oh, okay.
No, Herzog is in America.
Oh, he's in America right now?
Is in America, and he said that Ramaphosa should prepare for a snort clap. That's nice. And that Ramaphosa
Clearly
is
not in the
spineless.
diplomatic corps. Oh, is it? Okay.
And
so,
Ramaphosa is spineless.
okay, so
He is in America, but probably just sunning his bum in the sun.
all right. Okay, got it. Yeah, you're not a Rob Hersov fan, that's for sure.
Really? Does it show?
It shows. The plane stopped for petrol. Tom, you make me laugh. Una go, it did. It stopped for petrol. It's aviation fuel. I know. Jet A1. I know what it is. But I like to call it petrol, like I like to say doctor school, because it makes the pilots and the doctors feel a little less inflated.
And God knows they could use that.
Just a wee bit, some of them. Maybe we should be courting the Qatari Emirates for a jumbo, says Alistair. That's a good idea.
Yeah, then we can
If
go
Trump,
anywhere, guys.
Trump doesn't take that plane. Can he give it to us?
Yeah, because we've got a plight, we have a cause, we want to be happy, right?
Anita says she sees that Temu sells teeth. They do too. I saw you can make your own, apparently. Like you get the whole kit.
No, man.
Yeah, you get your whole kit and then you can make your own teeth.
Stop it.
I'm serious. It was a whole little bundle. If you spun the wheel of doom 3 times, and you get the thing for free if you buy some lawnmower blades, sharpeners, something.
Mine is always fairy lights. They know I'm a sucker for
They know
fairy
that,
lights.
you see. Brunillo
Yeah.
Hancock says, hi all from Tiger Valley, Cape Town. We have lots of rain here. Enjoy the rain.
Enjoy.
Yeah. That's the kind of thing we say up in the high country. Enjoy the rain, because we like the rain. But Cape Town, sometimes you don't want
We'll
that
never
rain.
see the rain again.
Cape Town see the rain 6 times in one day. Go rainy, overcast, sunny, overcast, sunny, overcast, sunny, overcast, sunny. Barbara Ann Gauss says, hi there. Oh no, Sedano will sort your cuck mood out. You're going to love it, says Una. Why the grumpiness? I don't know why I'm grumpy. Today I was grumpy.
Oh, I thought they were talking about me.
Okay, Alistair. So Nikki Hart says, no, Alistair, seriously, are you bleaching your... And that, ladies and gentlemen, is how you start a rumor. Helen says she's not German. Her ex was. You just escaped. You by the skin on your chinny chin chin.
Gee whiz. Oh,
Sure, we
gee
all
whiz.
need the collective sigh. Oh, thank goodness. Margaret Geider, who probably is German, says, Tom, you need to give a shark a kiss in Sedwana. No, I won't, and I will not
No,
do that.
listen, Margaret Geider is definitely not German. She's Austrian. We've had this
Yes,
conversation.
that's right. That'd be even
Yes.
worse. Nikki Hart says she'll do it on the show. I had an Austrian girlfriend. I know what I'm talking about. She had no heart. They put a heart monitor on her and just went boop, and she was moving and everything. Nikki Hart says, I'll do it on your show. Nikki Hart's going to model for us.
That's it.
How cool
That's
is that?
what we're calling it, the Tom London modelling.
Yeah, the modeling show. We'll do a modeling show.
The modelling show. I'm in.
So-
But not sponsored by Chile. We really need to get some money out of those oats.
Yeah. Julian and Soto Corona, my Corona says, hello everybody. Brilliant idea. Temu Fashion Show says, Heidi van Ivers. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much.
Margaret Geider says, Mittwoch is as German as can be. Are they talking to each other here?
I think so.
Yeah. They're talking about Alistair's teeth. They're talking about your nail polish. Nolene Straub says, hey, I have broken ribs at the moment. You've got no right, no breathing. Ketamine for that. Ketamine or oxycodone. That's what Dr. London recommends. Don't listen to these professional doctors. Take my word for it. As much ketamine and morphine and what's the other one? Oxycodone as possible. Repeat script. Thank you.
Heavens.
The funny thing is when you take an oxycodone tablet for the first time, everyone around you goes, oh no, you did what? I said, oh man, it was like I was mainlining heroin or something. What are you talking about? I just was given an oxycodone by the doctor, my first one ever. And then everyone, including Tonya Curry, who did this to me as well, says, have you watched a documentary on Netflix on what happens to you?
But have you? You still haven't watched, what is it called? Painful or something.
I don't want to change my view on the drug.
You have to. It's like hectic.
I did try and get another 7 days worth out of my doctor, but he went
immediately.
He went no, we don't do that. So I had a 7-day affair with oxycodone. Fantastic drug. Take all your pain away.
You're going to get banned on Facebook.
Do you think so? Did they ban me for this? Please don't, Mark Zuckerberg. I love America and I love Meta. Alistair's mother was killed by an e-scooter? That's terrible. I think he told me about that once. Like that's what knocked her over. And we'll have to ask him the next time he's on the show. Yeah. Although Una says she'll laugh so hard if she drives home and she sees me on an because I'm almost 1.93 m. I probably look like a lamppost with wheel,s
That is going to be so funny. That would be
a
funny.
lamppost with a big belly with wheels. Man, I went to a funeral yesterday, the funeral of the late Izzy Kirsch, the man who started Prime Media. And I have a shirt that I've worn. It's funny, you got some outfits in your cupboard that end up being your funeral and wedding clothes. I don't know if you got the same kind of thing, but something you just generally go back. And there was a white shirt in my cupboard I pulled out. I thought, I haven't worn that for a while. And then I couldn't button it over my my big belly. I couldn't button it. I'm ashamed.
That's the worst feeling in the whole world.
No, it's not. The worst feeling was when I was at lunch with Helen and Tinky. And I had a shirt with I had press stud buttons, and they kept popping during the lunch.
No.
Yeah, they were. Wow, they were going pop, pop, pop the whole time. Pop. I kept popping my buttons back over my book and trying to hold my stomach in. That's the worst.
That's funny.
Rita Lillian says, women are built for pain but never complain. My knee is sore, so do you hear me complaining? Exactly, Rita. You tell anybody that comes to this show and talks about their nonsense pain. I'm so looking forward to Todya's article after this meeting. Ooh, yeah. Someone waiting for your Friday report.
Thank you, friend.
You are funny, Tom London, Heidi van Nieuwenhuizen. They say the way into a woman's heart is through her sense of humor.
It's true.
Never understood the logic behind that.
I've had some very average looking boyfriends who've just made me laugh. That's the only reason. Yeah,
Really?
they've got great sense of humor. Yeah.
Well, here I am.
Not that I'm any.
Here I am, the full bloody package.
You're a bit much, mate.
5 times his size. He's got fat.
How? He just went. What happened?
Yes, like you see, this is the difference between us,
He
ladies
got
and
into a
gentlemen.
ministry position.
Yeah, when I put on the show, I said fresh percolated taste because this show got some caffeine in it, you see. You will hear words on this show that you won't hear in the established legacy media. right?
Mainstream media.
Mainstream media, sorry. You won't hear anyone on ENCA going, John Steenhuisen's got fat. Maybe the one guy. What's that guy? The Indian guy.
Ram Kassoon.
Ram Kassoon. Yeah,
Ram
maybe.
Kassoon, yeah.
Would he use the word fat?
Yeah, and Dan Corden probably would do it as well. There's a couple, but we're definitely better than that.
But we shouted. We shouted on this show. We shouted.
But he
on
has
this show,
exploded.
we go, John Steenhuisen is bloody fat, man.
I feel good. Wow, I feel good.
I ate half my food.
All my food. Tell me, is that what happens when you get into a ministry position?
I am so happy I'm fat, because when I was skinny, I couldn't say anyone else was fat, because it's horrible, isn't it? It's horrible if you're skinny and you tell someone else they're fat. That's horrible.
No, you can't.
I would never do that. But when I became fat, it's like, I'm fat, you're fat, we're fat, we're all fat. Yeah!
Including you, John.
We're including you, John. That ministerial job, they feeding you nice fat food.
She's the nyama for sure. Like, wow.
John's
is crazy.
Eating putu pop in the union buildings. I'm telling you, it's the umfino. He's like, I've never tasted this before. It's umfino. What do you call this? Umfino. I think I'll have this every day. That's right. Some cabbage and some. You have your umfino.
And that spinach, the morocco.
That's what he's getting fat off the millipap in Parliament. I mean the union buildings.
That's funny.
Just joined the live, so I don't know the topic, but hi from Oz. You joined the club, Gwen. We rarely know what the topic is on the show. There's been a loose range of topics today that have gone from anything from Cyril Ramaphosa going to Washington, John Steenhuisen being fat, and no truth to the rumor that Alistair Jameson needed a bleaching.
Is bleaching. Oh, you're so mean. Don't you ever do something like that to me. Do you hear me? I will hurt you. I really will. I know my toe is a bit much, but no, this is like next level.
I would love to. We'd love to run a show. Which celebrity do you think has been for? Okay, we won't do that. Margaret says he really is. Helen says he really is. He needs to diet big time. Exactly, John. We're trying to help you here. Your health is important to us, man.
Your health is important, man.
John, listen.
Don't comfort eat because of Auntie Helen. It's okay.
John Steenhuisen is now
like a little bit of a. You can like fit, that from Helen.
You can fit 2 Gwede Mantashes in John Steenhuisen's belly now.
And Uncle Gwede competes on the belly level.
The South Coast has an organization called Tidy Towns. They're cleaning up everywhere. Tom,
amazing.
Have you visited the Eastern Cape where all the good people stay? Yes, I have. I've been to East London. I've been to Port Elizabeth a number of times. I've been to Mthatha. I've been to the Eastern Cape. Beautiful, beautiful part of South Africa. Is Knysna still in the Eastern Cape, or is that Western Cape already? But I've been there. I've been to Plettenberg Bay. Yeah, I've done the garden route. Have you
done the Wild Coast?
No, I haven't done the Wild Coast.
Oh,
yeah. I haven't done the Wild Coast. I've done the Wild East Rand. In my 20s, I did the Wild East Rand. Traipsed from club to club, from Rockefellers to tramps. Chanced my life in Boksburg. When I win the lotto, I'm pulling out to St. Lucia big time, says Margaret. Okay.
Nice.
Mandy Wilson says, we live on the edge of a gorge in Forest Hills, Kloof. It is absolutely divine. My daughter is in Salt Rock, just as beautiful. KZN is gorgeous. Oh, it is gorgeous province. Yeah, gorgeous province. Belito is a place of its own now. There was only one spa 30 years ago, says Julian. How many girlfriends have you had, Tom? Says Gwen. I like that question. Gwen, because it forces me to think. What do you count as a girlfriend? I mean, what? You tell me, Tanya. What do you count
I
as a
mean,
girlfriend?
okay, you have to have had, like,
Someone you held hands with?
no.
Someone you kissed
Like, you have to have gone the whole yard,
all the way?
all the way.
She asked me how many women really?
No. Also, like, if it's a one-nighter, that's not a girlfriend. Well, I don't think you've ever had one of those, though. You're like me, right?
Yeah.
So, in other words, anybody you slept with.
How can she ask me a question like that?
Because you're on your radio, TV. So count how many hands do you need? Do you need more hands?
I need a calculator.
You're like Sapa from 90 Days to West.
Julio Iglesias. To all the girls I've loved me for. Okay, women.
Guys, I can tell you it's not a lot.
No, I'll tell you how many girlfriends have I. How many? I'll put it to you that I would call a girlfriend someone that I have lived with. Yeah. No. Yeah, because there was Micah.
And you know that one.
Yeah. It's hard for me to say what a girlfriend is. Because I've dated a number of women where we never actually were physical with each other, but I would consider that I dated them.
Okay, that's a good one. That counts. If
you
consider them girlfriends,
yes, I can think. Well, one I can think of immediately that we go do all sorts of things together, but we it wasn't like we were just friends. It was like it was weird. Oh, don't let me get into that relationship. Now that was a bit weird, actually.
Was that the ones with the candle wax?
No, it wasn't the one with the candle wax.
Thank you very much.
You're terrible. How many girlfriends? Gee whiz.
Okay, like let's give a range so that you're not don't have to be so.
So you see, I came out of school. I had a girlfriend for 20 years, the same girlfriend for 20 years. When I was 18 years old, we started dating. We were both young, and I was with her for 20 years. And we did break up for a little while, and then I had two girlfriends in quick succession. One was an exotic dancer, she was wonderful, and the other was a lawyer. It was quite a combination. That's where I learned that lawyers have no souls. They have no souls, lawyers. Yeah.
Weren't you part, like, I don't know if I'm allowed to say this, but weren't you part of a throuple at one stage? You see, it's complicated, so.
There are some things I can say and some things that Charlize Theron's told me not to. You don't know what's true on the show. If I just went off the top of my head, who have been my girlfriends? It'd be like my first girlfriend, the Italian one. Then there was the exotic dancer lady. Then there was the lawyer. Then I got back together with the Italian lady. We were together for 20 years. And then it got a little complicated. It was interesting, let me put it away. So there was another lady. That was Michelle number one, actually. And then there's the gym lady. Then there was the Scottish lady.
Yes.
Then there was the
Michelle number. The esoteric lady.
The doctor. It was the poet. There we go.
Hey.
8 girlfriends.
That's very, very, very decent.
I think it's a lot.
Body count. I think it's so gross.
I think it's a lot. I think it's a lot of girlfriends to have had. Some people, they get married at 20 and then they have the same wife for the rest of their lives. And I like that. I like the idea of that. So I don't feel, oh wow. And that's just people I think I've been girlfriends with. But if you ask some women if I've been their boyfriend, there will be more that's a yes. I didn't think I was their boyfriend.
Straight.
Anyway, I don't know. Why are we asking and answering questions like that? Helen says, with your swim shorts, laugh out loud that you took on the plane. Yes, I admitted this to Helen.
What did you do?
Oh man,
Did you wear them underneath?
I wore my costume underneath my pants, but because I'm so fat, like John Stiernazen now, I could only wear the biggest pair of swimming costumes I've got because the other four wouldn't get over my thighs. So I had to wear, like, they go below my knees, so they're almost as long as pants, and I had them on. And then I went in the pool, and when I came out the pool, I realized that it was going to take longer than the 30 minutes I had to get to the airport for them to dry.
You go commando.
On the plane, don't tell my fellow passengers on Fly South Air.
Oh, that's funny. Or did you have them in a packet?
I put them in a Checkers pack. Now, I used to make fun of, because I always I call OR Tambo Kempton International. Because it's in Kempton Park, and Lanseria is Krugersdorp International. And you're at Krugersdorp International when people get on for their Christmas holiday with their clothes in Checkers packets. They're off to the ocean with the buckets and the spades. I've always made fun of that in the shows I've done and stuff. And there I was, climbing on a plane with my Checkers packet. Do you know, I tried to make it as tiny as possible and like hold it in places so people couldn't see it was a Checkers packet.
No.
But I got on with the Checkers pack. And people coming back to Joburg at night are always grumpy on an airplane. Nobody ever talks to each other, smiles or anything.
They just need to Derbs, man. They're like, I've got to go back to Josie.
Yeah, always. A nighttime flight to Johannesburg just got really, really angry and upset people on it. The two guys, I was in the middle seat, and both guys next to me were just like you could see they were aggro, and they didn't want to talk nothing. They didn't very grumpy, very, very grumpy. Everyone was grumpy. On the way down, there was this woman at the back of the plane. We heard her over the jet engines for 45 minutes during that flight. I never knew someone could be louder than two 737 jet engines, but there was this lady from Belito on the plane. She was going, I moved down to Belito 20 years. I love it there, hey? Oh, no, and my skin has been so dry in Joburg. I can't wait to get home that my skin will go through all the moisture. And she was talking to the people in the seats around her. But we could the whole plane, we could all hear her. Eventually, I looked at the guy across the aisle. He looked at me. We kind of both winked and like laughed because we were all listening to her. We got a whole life history.
Some people like
what school she went to, what her marks in matric, you know.
Oh, no, help us.
How many boyfriends she's had. Polito up is absolutely fine regarding swimming. Do some Cape Town research. Sadly, E. coli is way worse. Yeah, I didn't feel too afraid to get in the tidal pool at Polito.
No, man, it's fine in Belito.
And I'm a Vali, man. If you can pour diesel in that ocean,
if you can drink the tap water, you're
if
fine.
You can bath in the tap water in Joburg, you can dip your toe in the ocean. Wow. There's a riptide that takes you out to sea, says Mandy Wilson. Wanting to learn about them. Yeah, and not the hard way. Hey?
Yeah, not the hard way. They're terrifying, Mandy. You know, like here in Setswana, when it's holiday season, at least 2 or 3 poor souls get taken by the rip. And it's a hell of a thing to rescue them if you actually even can. It's terrible. Yeah. Adults as well, not kids, adults. You know. But we're not taking you there, Tom. Don't worry.
All right, cool.
Yeah.
We're going to be pretty chilly tomorrow, says Gillian. Are we? Let's just check the temperature on the weather app here and see what we're looking at in Johannesburg, Roodepoort area today. 10 and 21 tomorrow. 14.
10 and 14?
No, tomorrow 5 and 14. And Thursday, 3 and 19. Yeah, look what happens to a coastal person's face when you say 3. 3 and 19.
Can you please, wait, let me tell you about what we're experiencing. Please.
Stop attacking the German nation, says Una. I love it. I'm sure you can handle it. Germanic nation, sorry.
It's 29 degrees here
29.
in Setswana.
There we go. Well, yeah, we'll turn the aircon down in Joburg tomorrow. Margaret Guida says, hello, I'm a French Huguenot. Hello, my dysfunctional family, says Karen, or I think it's Karen or Karen Bennett. Hello, ma'am.
Hello.
Repeat script for Oxycodone, please. We want to leave this planet. That's funny. Tom, come with us for an aqua fitness class. I've told you about aqua fitness. I watched all the old people in the pool doing aqua fitness, and I don't believe that they can't have a few leaks lifting their legs like that. I am quite certain that there is a bit of leaking going on during the aqua aerobics classes. I don't want to be anywhere near it. Oy vey, you're now a press stud, Papa. Yeah, I am. Everyone's talking about me going to aqua aerobics. Ain't gonna happen.
They know you so well.
Steenhuisen is the minister of manure pasteurizing his belly. Can you tell I'm not a fan?
You're my best friend. You're now officially my best friend.
Karen Bell, fat and fluffy, built for comfort, not for speed. I think that's just something that us fat people say to make ourselves feel better. I mean, we add the comfortable part in there, but it's not really that comfortable, let's be honest, being large. What else we got? And someone says she's sure Miley has.
Sure what? Miley?
Yeah, Helen
Miley
says,
has
I'm
what?
sure Miley has.
Separate Tom.
No, man. Earlier on, I was asking which celebrity do you think has had what Alistair's going in for.
Oh, that's gross, man. You. She's naughty.
He's had about 55 girlfriends to date, I guess, roughly. I'm not buying for 1 second that Tom has never had a one-nighter. See, what has this got to do with you? You have lady friends and then girlfriends, says the exotic dancer or stripper, says exotic dancer. There's a very big difference. Exotic dancers are they're exotic.
What are they?
They're exotic.
And they dance.
And they dance exotically. I have Mandy Wilson. What is she? Oh, Mandy Wilson sent topics to us.
Oh,
you will need someone
what?
born after the year 2000 to guess. Ask them a series of phrases or objects from the 80s and their replies. This is what I asked her. What is...
Okay.
and then you get someone that didn't grow up in our era, and you go, what are the yellow pages, Rolodex, Collect, Call, Walkman? I think I've seen that online. I think I've seen a father doing that. It was very funny.
No, that just makes me feel old. Please can we not do that?
Is it? I'm not worried about being old. And Brackpan had a Brackpan International. Exactly. Oh no, Tom has turned into one of those fly Safair unruly passengers.
He doesn't wear a wig.
I've never been thrown off a plane. Never, not once. I have been told to sit down. Once.
But you have come close.
I came close once. Christmas Day. Everyone was
Wasn't
in a bad mood.
Twice?
No, once. I was told to sit down. Sit down. I said, "Oh, what?" They said, "You'll be arrested." You know how quickly I sat down? No one's ever sat down on a fly Safair flight faster than me, because I've watched people get arrested. I made this stupid mistake. I hadn't flown since COVID, and I made the stupid mistake. Now they do this 5 rows at a time thing.
Yes. Yeah.
They didn't do that pre-COVID. You all just got up. When they went boom, and when the plane stopped and boom, and then the seatbelt, everyone used to get up. And I was in the middle of the plane and I got up. I didn't realize, and I didn't hear the announcement about the 5 rows and this and that. And then the woman shouted, "Sit down." I said, "Why?" And she said, "Because you'll get arrested."
Thank you very much.
And I thought, well, I'm not going to ask another question here. I just sit down. But I've seen people ask why a second time. And then the next thing, you do not want to mess with a cabin attendant. I tell you, they look all pretty with their nice nails and their lipstick and stuff.
Oh, no, that can be vicious.
Do not mess with a trolley dolly. I just messed with them, didn't I? I just messed with the stewardesses. Okay, I take it back. I take it back. I retract. Tom, for Pete's sake, you are only eating prawns and sardines at Sodwana, no chips. Is that right? Are we only doing...
No.
Actually, hold on a moment. Who said that? Margaret. Margaret's got very chirpy today. Margaret says, by the way, Margaret, last night I was on the phone with Tanya, and the whole phone call was, what must she buy for me for when I make her dinner next week, for the week?
That is true. That is true. But here's the thing, like, sadly, it's a marine protected reserve, so guess what?
No fish?
No fish.
What do you mean you can't eat fish in Sodwana?
You can only eat like the shop bought fish, like store bought fish. Not Sodwana fish.
No, I know, no. But can the restaurants serve fish?
Yeah, but it's not from here. It's not fresh.
No, I don't mind. Like when I go to Cape Town, I don't expect the fish to come out the harbour just opposite Key 4. I'm okay with it coming from I&J or Snookies.
Oh, okay. Yeah, no, then you'll be fine.
All right,
Yeah,
sure. I've been very nervous.
But it's true. It's true. Like it would be. It's weird, eh?
Margaret was the lady on the plane with the big mouth of Kugel. No, she wasn't. She was like Belito born and bred or something. She was very KZN because she was going like, our marriage. Everything was like pizza and fish with her. She was KZN for sure. Yeah, she hadn't come from here. I got caught in a rip in Sodwana mission to get out of, says Una. Oh.
Yeah. Gotta go perpendicular. Go across it.
Heather Knickelbein is German and proud of it. She made sure she married a German man.
Thank you very much.
Gillian says she did an Ironman in PE and swam through a riptide. Wow. She's our own Gillian Hasselhoff. No, Tom, don't start that aqua conversation again. It doesn't happen. Yes, it does, Helen, and you probably know it does. Tanya, I used to live in Swaziland. People used to come to Sodwana to scuba dive. That's what Sodwana.
That's right.
That's what Tanya likes doing there. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Exactly. Beautiful.
Could the exotic dancer do a good belly dance? With my exotic dancer girlfriend I had, she was the most amazing exotic dancer in all of South Africa. I went for the champion. I didn't go for the
obviously
the entry level.
Timu, you didn't go for Timu version.
She was you know what just like proper seriousness for a second. I love dancing. I can't dance, but I love watching people dance. I think it's the most amazing thing to watch people dance. People do gymnastics, things with their bodies that I certainly can't do. So yeah, she could. She was very, and on the pole, amazing on the silver pole. She could hang from the very top. It was amazing. And I'm trying to say this that it sounds impressive, but it's just sounding like comedy. I was impressed. 25 people like us, 23 people love us, 9 think we're funny. No one cried today. Those are the people that we love, the ones that didn't press the like or the heart or whatever button. You're our mortal enemies. You're mortal enemies. Mortal enemies, and we send you down the internet drain. Right, Alistair's meds are being served, which is code for he's about to receive his bleaching.
Thank you very much.
They like to be called cabin crew these days, says Elaine. I know,
Yes.
I was only joking. I retracted that, I took it back. Coral divers in the park at Sodwana has amazing milkshakes, says Una.
Oh,
sorry,
they do.
Tanya, now you have a problem.
do.
I'm going to be getting Tony Samuel.
There's a lot of places with great milkshakes. So you might have
really?
to do a rate the shake in
No, I
Sedona.
will do that. Karen Bennett
Okay.
wanted to be an air hostess. Was told she'd be too short. Little did she know they were right. So she was too short. She could have become a jockey rather. Short. I like short. Short is my thing. That's my poison.
Is short your thing?
Short.
Okay.
With wild, horsey wild green, those eyes that go wee, like mad.
We'll see if we
That's
can
my-
fit
that's
the
my
bowl.
type.
Let's
That's
see.
my type.
Be so nice if you could come live down here.
No, how did we go from a 6-day holiday every 3 years, 6 years to living in Sedwana Bay?
Yeah, it only takes one visit to
You
Sedona.
reckon
and
that?
it's
Yeah, I
over,
know. I've
hey?
been
Yeah.
everywhere. I know. You can say people told me that about Paternoster, and I couldn't wait to get the heck out of the place. What is Alistair bleaching? Mandy Wilson wants to know.
You're killing me, Tom. Really, you're killing
he
me.
was told by the doctor he needs to come in on the 20th of May for a bleaching, which he requested takes so long in the public health system. He requested 3 years ago, but finally his day has come.
Oh, my goodness.
Yeah.
3 years ago.
I think our story's
I
over.
think we should go.
Yeah. But before we do, I'd like to give you a couple of reasons why you should visit Suzuki Kyalami, the sponsors of
Hi,
this fine
Mario
show.
here. I'll give you 7 reasons why to buy your next Suzuki from Suzuki Kailami. Come explore our showroom with over 50 vehicles, models and colors. Our friendly and efficient F&R team are here to find a financial solution for you. Need parts? Our well-stocked department will keep you covered. A fully equipped service center and a newly renovated service reception is here for your comfort and your convenience. While your vehicle's being serviced, you're more than welcome to work at one of our stations and catch up some work and have an awesome cappuccino on us. And to top it all, come take a look at our pre-owned section. Pre-owned loved vehicles. Suzuki Kailami, everything you need under one roof. That's why we're the home of happy customers.
Thank you to Suzuki Kailami, Suzuki Rivonia for sponsoring the show. If you go and test drive a car at Suzuki or Rivonia or Kailami, tell them Tom sent you. They'll be looking after you, you can be sure. Fine group of people selling fantastic motor cars in Rivonia and Kailami. Suzuki, Kailami and Rivonia. Tanya Curry says goodbye now from the Sedwana Bay area of sunny South Africa. Baby hearts.
Baby hearts, guys, baby hearts.
Alistair, wish him luck, everyone. He's currently under anesthetic, getting the bleaching done somewhere in Germiston.
You're a terrible man.
And that's it for today. Listen, Sundays, we're going to have some heavy topics coming up. We're going to do some serious medical talk coming up in the next week or so. Some serious topics, so prepare for that. Some of them aren't going to be light and fluffy and funny. But this show is all about that. It's about having fun and enjoying each other's company. And then every now and then we talk about something really serious and pay attention, which we'll do in a few days because Mona, remember Mona?
Remember Mona?
Mona will be on the show. Mona's going to come tell us what she does, and what she does is fascinating. So Mona coming up on the show. We got all sorts of things coming up. But today, I think Tanya and I, to tell the truth, and probably Alistair as well, because bleaching's a serious thing. Let's be honest. Probably Alistair too. I think we all just needed company today. I felt I needed company today. Do you feel you needed company today? Yeah.
I did.
So
did.
I hope if you felt today like you needed some company and some friendly friends and have a laugh and, just hang with your buddies, then I hope this show did it for you today as it did for us. Okay?
Thank you.
We'll see you on Thursday, 3 o'clock. Don't be late. 6 o'clock tonight, Tom's Army, new case, 6 p.m. tonight. I will be bringing a case to you that doesn't need a whole lot from us, except us to keep our eyes on this gent and say our prayers for him. 6 p.m. I'll be talking to his family on a new case on the Tom London Show. Tom's Army, report for duty, 6 p.m. Okay, goodbye from Tanya, goodbye from me. This show was brought to you by the good people at Suzuki Kyalami, the home of happy customers. Tell them Tom sent you.